excellent. Did you find the place okay? Did you find Mission?
Yeah, I just got off at the train station and walked straight up, so it was okay.
Oh, excellent. You got in before the rain?
Yes, oh, thank God. This weather's horrible.
Excellent. It is. It's very terrible. Natalie, my name's Therese, and I'm going to be your caseworker today.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad you came here. I was just wondering how you heard about our services today.
Well, to be honest, I grabbed a leaflet from Masonic Hospital where my husband was being treated in London. I put it in my handbag just in case I needed help with my problems. So I rang on Monday and I got a doctor appointment and I was referred to Mission. They got me in for a session today. It was so quick.
Yeah, we like to be as quick as possible. I can see here that Alicia gave you all the information and the forms while you're waiting in the waiting room, which is great. It just gives me a little bit of information about you and your family history.
Yeah, she did. I'm not sure if I filled it out correctly. I'm a little bit nervous.
No, it looks all fine here. Don't be nervous, Natalie. I'll walk you through what we're going to go through today, okay?
Okay.
So today will be the initial counselling session, and just to go through some of the things that are bothering you at the moment, I will be identifying what we need to work on today, and then what we'll need to do more in depth over the next few sessions. But today is mainly about identifying what your needs are, what you want to work through, and to see if we need to make some referrals for you today to another service or agency that will be able to help you with everything. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, great. Before we get started, I'll give you a little rundown about Mission. We've got a couple of counsellors here, male and female. We have children's counsellors, marriage counsellors. We have drug and alcohol counsellors and some family counsellors. Everything you say here is kept confidential, okay, Natalie?
Yeah.
But if you wish for me to refer you to another service, obviously I've got to give them some of your information, but with your consent. I'd never do anything without your consent. Also, with saying that, I do have to inform you legally about mandatory reporting, which basically means that if I feel that you or someone that you talk about today is at risk of being hurt or injured, I have a legal obligation to inform the correct services. Is that something you're okay with and understand?
Yes, I understand that. That's okay.
Excellent. Awesome. How about we get started then, and you tell me what brought you to Mission today, Natalie?
Okay. Well, my husband James has just had his second detoxification to get off heroin. He was at the Masonic Hospital, as I said before, and it was really full on. They knocked him out for 3 days with the medication so he could come off it and not remember how bad it was, and I'm just scared of what's going to happen to us. I feel it's even harder now that he's clean, and I just don't know what to do.
What's hard, Natalie?
Us, our love for each other. I'm scared that he won't love me like he used to, or I won't love him. He always has had this heroin, and now he hasn't, and he isn't himself. He doesn't laugh. He doesn't want to leave the house, just in case he meets up with one of his old users. He burnt all of his contacts the other night in the backyard, and I'm just so sad and worried.
Of course you're worried. How long have you known James?
Well, I met him when I was 17, and I'm 30 now, so 12 to 13 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And has James always been using heroin?
Yes, he's always been on heroin. I met him at a time in my life when I wanted sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I was young and carefree, and he was such a beautiful, intelligent 25-year-old man. He was caring, funny, and at the same time, he had an edge of mystery about him. He showed me the world through his eyes. It was wonderful, the feeling. He made it look so amazing. I was addicted to heroin for a year, and I gave up almost everything through that year. I only got clean because of my mum and dad and friends. It's then I realised I wanted a proper life. I wanted a husband, a family, a big old house, and a great job. But I guess it never happened because James didn't have the same things as I wanted.
That's wonderful you succeeded coming off heroin.
Thank you.
That must have been extremely hard and tough for you. But to have your family and friends to support you is great.
Yeah, they're always around. I've got a good system with me.
It seems that you're at a point in your marriage where things have clearly changed and that you're concerned with James's well-being and your relationship together.
Yeah, that's it. He has been using for the last 22 years, and for about 10 of those years I've had tried, and so have my family, to get him off it, but he always chose his first love, heroin, over me. It's a waste of time. I sometimes think that I want to leave him and go find a better life, but I can't. I love him, and I can't give up on him. But we aren't communicating. If he does leave the house, I'm worried until he walks back through the door. Just not knowing if he's using again, if he's gotten arrested by the police, or killed himself. I stay and I push my problems to the back of my head and help him. I feel it's eating me up. I can't concentrate at work, which then makes my target harder to reach, and if I keep that up, I'm going to lose my job. Then I feel sick and worried and scared. It's all so overwhelming. Who knows where we will be in a few months?
Okay, so what I'm hearing here is that you're really concerned about your marriage with James and how it's affecting you more than you're willing to let on. And because when you worry, when he leaves the house, you're concerned about where you'll be in a few months' time. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
The most important issue here is your feelings and trying to understand what they all mean and your future. Would you say that's correct?
Yeah, that's right. Just like sometimes it feels like there's something on my chest and I can't get it out. I just get so mad at him for doing this to us, and I'm always sad about it as well. I think sometimes it would be best if he stays on it, because I'm not sure how he's going to act, and I don't know who he is. I only know him when he's high. In one case, I only love him when he is high. I'm just worried for us. We don't know each other really. We only know each other when he's in that state of being high. I was excited when he was coming off. I had butterflies in my stomach. It was a new start for us, and now all of a sudden it's changed my feelings. I'm so scared and worried. I don't know, what in case he doesn't like me when he's clean, or even worse, I don't like him when he's clean.
Natalie, that must be hard for you to feel that way. And I totally understand how you feel. And perhaps we can find ways of working ways to help you with those feelings and those emotions.
Yeah, that would be great. But is it normal to feel this way?
Natalie, everyone's different, but yes, it's very normal to feel this way. Confused, happy, sad and scared at all different times. It's also a new beginning for you, don't forget. And new beginnings are never easy.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'm trying to understand what made you come in and see me today. It appears to me to be the heroin's the focus of your feelings, the loss of love and the lack of trust and strain it's putting on you and your marriage, and perhaps the disappointment of maybe another relapse. Would that be right?
Yeah, that's right. I know he's clean at the moment, but the hardest part of staying clean is staying off it. We've been through this before. But this time, he has been clean for a couple of days, and I'm worried he will relapse. That his addiction to heroin is stronger than his love for me.
And that's a fair point, Natalie. Have you spoken to James about this?
No, no. I don't want to bother him with it. He is still grieving over the loss of his first love, heroin.
Okay, I can understand it's a difficult time for you at this time, and I'm glad you've come here to get help you need. Natalie, do you think that maybe if James has another relapse that you would potentially leave the marriage, or do you think that you'd stand by him?
Well, I really want him to stay clean so we can start a family. He's 40 next month, and he hasn't had a job in over a year. So it would be awesome if he could take some of the load off me, so I could do some things for myself as a change. But I couldn't leave him. He's my soulmate, and I need him as much as he needs me.
And Natalie, that's fair enough, and that's wonderful to know that you'll support James, even if he was to have another relapse. You did, however, say earlier that you had the support of your family and friends to help you come off it last time. Have you spoken to them about your concerns with James?
Yes, for the 4 days that James was in the hospital, I took a train to Wales to visit Mum and Dad and relax for a moment, not to worry about James. But it didn't work, of course. I was still worried how he was doing. It was great seeing my parents. They're always there for me, and if I need anything, Dad said he would come down and help out. And I have some close friends in London, Jenny and Donna, who I work with, and our neighbour Ben, who calls in most Friday nights for cards and drinks, as it's too expensive to go out to drink. They've been with us on this journey for a while, 8 years. We've been all praying that he stays clean.
Wow, that's great, Natalie, that you've had such a strong support network with your parents in Wales and here with your friends in London. Knowing that you've got other people to support you other than here is great to know, and I encourage you to continue to use your support system. Your parents, Jenny, Donna and Ben, and to help you with the next path that you'll all be travelling down with James.
Yes, yeah, of course I will. I don't mind talking to them.
Okay. So just to summarise our session so far, I want to clarify that I'm getting it correct. Is that you're saying that your relationship with James has or will change because of his detoxification from heroin last week.
Yes.
And that you're really, really worried about the effects it will have on you and his feelings towards each other.
Yeah.
The changes that you've mentioned so far are that he has become withdrawn. He's staying indoors. You're afraid that if he goes out of the house, he could potentially run into his old dealer.
Yeah.
Okay. What I understand is even if James has a relapse, that you'll stand by him.
Of course.
And with a support network that you will all help him get through it again.
Yes, that's correct, 100%. I just want to help him and I just want to help with these feelings and worries also. I need to understand why I'm feeling like this so I can help him.
Yep, and I totally understand. I can definitely help you get to understand your emotions and your feelings. And if you're willing to allow me to refer you to the right person, we can get something sorted.
Yeah, absolutely. As much help as I can, it would be great.
Natalie, not knowing James, do you think that he would be open to attend a marriage counselling session if I were to refer you both?
He would probably laugh and say we don't need any help, that we're perfect. But if I ask him, I'm sure he would come along with me.
That's great, Natalie.
But Therese, I don't have any money for these other services where I'm not doing so well with my job at the moment.
Okay, Natalie, let me stop you there. There is no need to worry about your money, because you've been referred by a doctor. You have, in a year, you have 10 individual sessions to allow you to see any counselling that I mentioned before. And what they'll do is they'll give you 6 sessions first of all, and if you still need help after the 6 sessions, then they will give you the extra 4 sessions, and we can continue it on. And at the end of your 10 sessions, if you still need it, then, which hopefully you won't, but if you do, then we'll be able to work something out. So please don't ever worry about money. Okay,
thank you.
Okay. Natalie, just to wind it down, I understand that this is a difficult time for you, and I'm really pleased that you've come here today to work through some of these issues that you're having at the moment. I think it's great you have your family and your friends to support you and James through this difficult period. And please, like I said before, I would really appreciate if you continue to use them. I know you're concerned about James and his feelings.
Yeah.
Towards you, his addiction, and his well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie, if you're willing to, I would love to see you again and continue to help you through the progress, and perhaps refer you to a marriage counsellor.
That would be nice.
And another counsellor to help you with your anxiety.
Okay.
I will try and make it as painless or as easy as I can, to get you to the end of the road without too much trouble. It won't be easy and it won't happen overnight, but I promise you it will happen. So if you agree, we can make another appointment for when you would like and when suits you, and we can start it up next week.
Yeah, definitely. Possibly next Thursday the same time. If you have opening, that'd be great.
Of course. Natalie?
Yes?
I want to say thank you for coming and sharing your worries and with me, and together we'll get through this.
No, thank you, Therese. It's good to get this off my chest without you judging me like sometimes my family does. I just feel very comfortable talking to you.
Excellent, that's wonderful. And Natalie, just to continue it, and just a little bit of information for you to take home with you to read. Here's some information, some pamphlets.
Oh, thank you.
And if you have any problems or anything, give me a call. My number's on there as well, and that's a little bit of information on some counselling sessions.
Thank you so much, Therese.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you out.
Okay.